What if I told you that starting late doesn't mean finishing broke? That even in your 40s, you can still build a $1 million portfolio? Most people think they've missed their chance, but the truth is very different. Stick with me because this might completely change how you see your financial future. And if this helps you, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more real, practical insights. A while ago, I had a conversation with someone in her early 40s. She had just started earning serious money for the first time in her life. On paper, everything looked great, but mentally, she felt behind. Her exact words were, "I should have started in my 20s. It's probably too late now." And honestly, this is something I hear all the time. People in their late 30s, 40s, even 50s, they believe their opportunity to build wealth has already passed. They think compound interest only works if you start early. They think the game is already over. But here's the reality. That belief is not just wrong, it's dangerous, because it stops people from even trying. The biggest myth about investing early. You've probably seen those classic charts. One person starts at 25, another starts at 35. Both invest the same amount every month, and the early starter wins by a huge margin. Sounds convincing, right? But here's the problem. Those charts are based on unrealistic assumptions. They assume a 25-year-old and a 45-year-old can invest the same amount every month. That's just not how real life works. Most people in their 20s are struggling. Entry-level salaries, rent, student loans, basic expenses. There's not much left to invest. Now, compare that to someone in their 40s. Higher income, more stability, fewer major financial surprises. The difference isn't small, it's massive. The power of contribution intensity. Here's the concept most people ignore. How much you invest matters as much as when you start. Let's break it down with a simple example. Person A starts at 25 and invests a small amount every month. They stay consistent for decades. Person B starts at 40 but invests a much larger amount every month. Who wins? Most people assume person A, but in many realistic scenarios, person B ends up with more money. Why? Because contribution intensity can outweigh time. If you're investing significantly more every month, you can catch up and even pass early starters. In your 20s, you're just getting started. You're building skills, figuring out your career, maybe paying off debt. Saving money is difficult. In your 30s, your income improves, but so do your responsibilities. Maybe you buy a house, maybe you have kids, expenses increase. But in your 40s, something changes. Your income is often at its peak. Your lifestyle is more stable. Major expenses are under control. For the first time, you have real financial breathing room. That's when serious investing becomes possible. Why people feel too late and why it's wrong. The biggest issue isn't math, it's mindset. People think, I didn't start early, so what's the point now? That mindset leads to inaction, and inaction leads to zero progress. But even starting in your late 30s or 40s can lead to significant wealth. Consistent investing over 20 to 25 years still gives your money time to grow. Not starting at all guarantees failure. Starting late still gives you a chance to win. The hidden advantage of starting later. Here's something most people don't realize. When you start later, you often have advantages early starters didn't. You earn more money, you understand money better, you've made mistakes and learned from them. And most importantly, you can invest more aggressively. That combination is powerful. It allows you to make up for lost time faster than you think. The role of aggressive contributions. If you're in your 40s, your biggest weapon is simple. Invest as much as you can. Not casually, not occasionally, consistently and aggressively. This is your catch-up phase. Every extra dollar you invest now matters more than ever. Even with 15 to 20 years left, strong contributions combined with growth can build serious wealth. This isn't about perfection, it's about commitment. Don't get too conservative too early. One mistake late starters make is playing it too safe. They think, I'm older now, I should avoid risk. But if you still have 15 to 20 years ahead, you need growth. Staying too conservative limits your potential. Yes, risk should be managed, but avoiding growth entirely can hurt you more in the long run. Why taking action now matters more than ever. Here's the truth most people ignore. Your best opportunity to build wealth isn't in the past, it's right now. Right now, you have more income than before, more clarity than before, more urgency than before. That combination is powerful. The biggest mistake you can make is wasting this moment thinking about what you didn't do earlier. A simple perspective shift. Instead of saying, "I'm too late," start thinking like this: "I'm finally in a position to do this properly." Because that's what your 40s really are. Not the end of your financial journey, but the phase where things can finally accelerate. The reality about building wealth later. Will starting in your 40s give you the exact same results as starting at 20? No, but that's not the point. The real question is, can you still build meaningful wealth? Absolutely. In fact, with the right approach, you can build a portfolio that supports a comfortable and secure future. And that's what actually matters. Final mindset shift. Stop comparing yourself to people who started earlier. Different timeline, different situation, different life. Focus on what you can control now, because wealth isn't built by perfect timing. It's built by consistent action over time. So if you're in your 40s and feeling behind, remember this: you're not late, you're just getting started at the right time for your life. Start now, stay consistent, increase your contributions. Let time and discipline do the rest. And if this changed how you think about money, hit that like button and subscribe. I'll keep bringing you content that actually makes a difference. I'll see you in the next one.